So focus on one thing, make it your priority, and stick with it no matter what.
And here's what I want to say to you. For those of you that have experienced some hardships, don't give up on your dream.
All the big decisions in your life, I don't believe, come from just making a list and comparing, but from going with the one that feels right for you, that is coming from the heart, that you have that emotional attachment to.
There's no difference between my humanness and your humanness. The only thing is, if you're trying to get there, you cannot stop believing in any way. No matter what anybody says, no matter what anybody tells you, you have to know it beyond knowing it.
So people want to know what you stand for and that your values are aligned. And if they can understand that, then they're much more likely to buy from you.
You will fail at some point in your life. Accept it. You will lose. You will embarrass yourself. You will suck at something.
Appreciate beauty, to find the best in others, and to leave the world a bit better, whether by a healthy child, or a garden patch, or a redeemed social condition. To know that even one life has breathed easier because you have lived, this is to have succeeded.
Find yourself something you're good at and do it to perfection. Something you enjoy. And if you do that, I can promise you, as I have over the past 30 some odd years, you won't feel that you've gone to work a day in your life.
Because there comes a time in your life where you've worked and you've stressed and you tried to get there and you couldn't on your own, but you have a dream. And that dream has to take on the belief for you because you can't do it by yourself.
I want to make sure that every single day that you are alive, that you make it count and you take the sweeter choices of life that God has given you. Because I want to ask you right now, if this was your last 30 seconds to breathe, how would you be remembered?
Only because you think you're here forever, you can forget about it. It doesn't matter what you think. You think you come to the top, you think you're going to go home, you think you're going to this place or that place. But as far as your body is concerned, it is walking straight to the grave.
You can never ask people to forget, but they can forgive and move on. And I think you can always learn from the experience, try to understand what your purpose is and why that has happened, and of course, always be positive.
Maybe you have doubt in your life. Maybe you don't know for sure what's going to be happening in the future and it scares you. Maybe you're worried about what people think of you, what people say about you.
If you want to be truly successful, you must be able to see everything just the way it is, without distortions. If you can see everything just the way it is, life becomes a play. You can play it joyfully, you can play it well, for sure.
If they can do it, I can do it. And that's the mentality. If somebody else can do it, you can do it. And I said to myself, I will do it and I will do it better. That's the mentality. And I believe with the mentality is 50% of the success in what you're doing.
But I tell you, there are some times in life where you fall down and you feel like you don't have the strength to get back up.
Don't ever think, I want to be successful. Just see how to make this being into a full-fledged being. People will say one day, oh, he's successful, he's a great success. You should not be aspiring for success. It's a miserable way to structure your life.
So if I want to become something that I think I can become, I have to train hard, and that's my mentality. I like to train hard. I mean, you can have talent, but talent don't take you all the way.
You see, I will try 100 times to get up, and if I fail 100 times, if I fail and I give up, do you think that I'm ever going to get up? No. But if I fail, I try again and again and again. For as long as I try, there's always that chance of getting up. Does that make sense? And it's not the end until you've given up. And just the fact that you're here should persuade you that you have another chance to get back up.
To do things, you have to believe in it. If you don't believe, if you think you will fall down, break your leg, then don't do it.
If you have enough leverage and you break someone's pattern enough times, a new pattern will show up. If you're conscious, you can create the new pattern.
You take steps in this direction, you take steps in that direction, sort of get lost along the way, and sometimes you fall down.
I'm just being myself. I'm not pretending to be somebody I'm not. I'm not pretending to be perfect. I'll do mistakes. I did mistakes. I learned from it, but I will still repeat my mistakes. That's the human life. Everybody does the same thing, and the one who thinks he's the most perfect guy, he will fall, and he will fall.
Don't listen to the haters. Over to you, Logic.
Desire can sometimes trump talent.
Many people spend their lives in a state of almost permanent dissatisfaction.
If you're habitually and frequently unhappy, you believe that it has a purpose.
So you really have to have a passion about it, and you have to have a reason to succeed. It isn't to be just something that you want to be, that you have to have a niche and a passion. You need those two things.
And so it's hard to find the time to work on your business, and the thing that gets you through that is the mad, insane passion for what you're doing.
If I didn't do the right thing yesterday, what I got to do today is I've got to repair. I've got to go back, make amends, backtrack, put the car in reverse, put my life in reverse. I've got to go back there. I've got to repair. Now, every day I spend repairing, I'm not spending preparing. Well, you see, we repair when we fail to manage the decisions that we've made. We prepare when we, on a daily basis, manage the decisions that we've made. So your footprints to success are really footprints of success. Because every step that is made and taken based upon the goals that you have for your life, and you're managing those goals correctly, every step is the progressive realization of success in your life.
What sacrifices do you think you've made in order to create the work, to make the films, to make the career that you've done? What do you think in your life you've sacrificed?
If you're willing to decide what you want, believe it's possible, consciously envision the future, feel the feelings of what it would feel like if you had